What's up, guys? It's your boys with Sunshine After Dark. This is the podcast where we bring the heat when the sun comes down. And your hosts today is your boy Sunshine. Sunshine. And I got my two brothers here. And as always, they're going to go ahead and introduce themselves.
It's Owen. Owen. Get Owen.
You got to get Owen, dude. I wonder if the viewer feels like they're getting Owened. Do you ever think that?
They're getting Owened.
They're going to get Owened. And then who is this freaking...
But
I was about to
El
say
mocoso? The mocoso on the screen? Hey, man. I'm a reoccurring villain in this series, dude. It's Jesus. I stream with this fella from time to time, too. How you doing?
Villain. Well, hopefully everybody's enjoying their week so far. Oh, no. Well, this is going to be coming out on Monday, so good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good work day, and hopefully the ride back home is pretty chill listening to us. Hopefully you guys are listening, listening to us regular guys. But today I think we got a banger of a podcast today. I have a very interesting
You guys
topic.
are gonna love my topic: betrayal, backstabbing.
Yeah, we could talk more about that. But I have a banger of a topic, and I'm pretty sure Get Owen has a banger of a topic too. But before we get into it, I did wanted to ask a quick question, because we are men in a beloved relationship, right? So I was
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah. We'll just say yes. Of course. 100%.
So I was talking to my wife about my sister. I won't really disclose too much information, but she may have a partner that she hasn't really introduced to my family or myself or anybody like that, right? But we know of them. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys, do you guys remember the first encounter where your significant other's parents met each other's parents?
Yes.
How was it, Hazy? Please explain. I'll share mine's as well. Mine's is pretty crazy.
Like current significant others, or like just in general?
Current.
We'll say current, right?
Yeah,
Just
we can do current.
I want to say we met at they got to introduce themselves. Well, to our mom, right? It's a single parent household. I won't go too into that, but yeah, I think we met at her cousin's. My parents met like at her cousin's 15. We were over there.
That was the
lowest thing
interaction,
when people, it was just like formal of anything. Like, oh, like look, these are her parents. This is her mom. This is my dad. That's it.
Okay, so you
Like
would say
they've met in other circumstances. Like whether it's like birthday parties that we've had over there at my house, but that's mostly it.
Oh, okay. So you would say that both of your guys' parents are maybe not easygoing, maybe that not be the right category, but like they're good to talk to people, right? Like to introduce themselves, they're formal, stuff like that.
Yeah. My dad's very, very. You guys met my dad. He's very, very social. I feel like I took a lot from him. Like he's someone that's like very easy to get along with, and he's very welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My mom's a little more reserved, especially around women. She's very, very. Women I've introduced in my to her in my life, she's very, very like reserved. Like, who's this bitch? Like, she got to come to me. Yeah. I think it's just a mother thing, right? Just like a maternal thing. But
I don't.
my mom is very, very nice, but she's just like you have to go out of your way to talk to her.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just a little boy, a little girl.
I don't.
I'll kiss your forehead.
I don't feel like she's reserved. I think your mom is very.
No, I know. Like in terms of getting along, like with people, she's fine. But I mean, like if you let's say because you're talking about like as a significant other. Like my girlfriend would say, like she's very. You have to make conversation with her. You have to like try that with her. She won't go out of her way to do that for you. Like once she's like comfortable with you, of course, because she's comfortable in Marley, she does talk to her and everything. But I mean, like
Okay.
those first couple instances, like she like no, like she has to address me a certain way. She has to, I'm not gonna be, like that.
I see. Okay. Understood. Because for the audience, I've met Jesus' mom. She's very nice. She's very like. You can sense her presence when you're when you guys are in the same room,
dude. She's. I think I got that from her. I don't mean to be, but like my mom, you could hear her conversation on the phone, dude. Like if you're like in the next room, dude, like she's a very very loud woman, unintentionally, but she's a very very like loud, outspoken woman.
Yeah. No, she's very nice. Okay, that's cool. So it seems like you guys had a very normal meetup, I guess I would say. I'll share mine, and then Owen can share if he wants. But for me, mine's is pretty crazy, and this is kind of like what I admit.
Wait, just if I could just pause. Is this your topic?
No. This is not my topic.
They're just like okay.
This is just something that I was just talking to my wife about, but because I acknowledge that yes, the way that my mom met Lorena's parents or mom, was pretty crazy. So I'll give a little bit of background. So me and my wife, we were dating since high school, since 10th grade.
High school sweethearts.
Yeah. And we were kind of dating not on the down low, but it was just like, between us, chit-chatting on Facebook and whatnot. And
would you send her pokes, dude?
Oh damn.
I don't
if so, who's the last person who poked, dude? Who's the last person who poked?
God's gone forever.
I don't think we've ever poked each other, to be honest. Maybe we did, like here and there, but just it wasn't like a constant thing, like poke you.
That was such a funny thing. Yeah, you could just like let me just poke you, dude.
Yeah, dude. I wonder why they took that up. I think TikTok has a function like that or something in the messages, but
You call it tickle?
Lick, fucking lick,
freaking lick. But yeah, we would just chit chat, through IM message, and during my high school era, my parents didn't really let me out, to go out, eat, whatever, casually. So I had to sneak out of the house, and the way that I would do that is I was in cross country and track, so every Saturday we would go to this national park to train every Saturday morning. But once the season was done, no more outings, right? And I would have to go to work with my dad on Saturdays. But I didn't let my parents know that. I let them know, yeah, I got track practice, and so my parents would leave. Nobody would be in the house. It would just be me. So right there, I had the liberty of leaving my house to go meet my wife, go out, have lunch, or hang out at her house. So I think I played this a little long. I think my mom had a sense of, what? I think this little boy is lying to me, because
pelitos, dude, in the back of her ears instead of like this.
She had some sense, dude. Because I would either come like late in the day. I didn't play it out right, because I would either come late, like 8 p.m.
You wouldn't even come back sweaty, dude.
Or that, you're right. I'd be like all freaking dressed up in casual wear and like, hey, did you really work out?
Damn my ass.
So one day, I think it was a weekend, and I was at her house. We were just chilling. I think we were watching TV or something. Her brothers was it, or I don't know if her brothers was it, but it was me, my wife, her sister, and her mom, and her little brother. And we were just chilling, right? It was maybe 6 p.m., 7 p.m. ish, around there, and I was getting ready to leave, maybe in an hour or so. And once I was like, okay, I'm gonna go home now. Me and my wife, we walk out her door. And guess who we see freaking coming down the driveway? It's my freaking mom, dude. So she's coming down the driveway towards us, and we're just like stepping out of the house. And I like completely froze. And I think my wife froze too, or we were just like, what the heck's going on, dude? So my mom comes up and she's like, I think she introduces herself. I don't know what or she'll be like, oh, hello, Lorena, or something.
No, she didn't.
I don't know what she did, but I think she asked my wife, hey, can I speak with your mom? And I was like, in my head, I'm just like, oh shit, I'm shitting bricks, dude. I'm sweaty. I'm nervous. And yeah, and then my mom, me, and my wife, we go back inside her house, and my mom just has a chit chat with her mom. And that was like, it wasn't even a formal introduction. It was just, my mom was very like, sometimes you gotta be watching these kids because they're young, they can drink, smoke, drugs, whatever. She was very like that much of a person that kept boundaries for me because of what she saw like on media or so and I found out the way that I found out that she was able to locate my wife's house at the time. She didn't know. So what she did was...
What she do? Did she track your Nintendo DS, dude?
No, dude. That afternoon, she was knocking at every other house in that neighborhood within the maybe a 4-block radius. She was knocking at every house to see if somebody knew where Lorena lived. She found one person that was actually her best friend during high school. She found one person, dude, and she knew where she lived. So she, she directed them, or she gave directions to my mom, like, where they roughly live. So, so my mom's I thought that was very super crazy. Now that I think about it now that I'm a little bit more mature, that was definitely like the craziest introduction. And I honestly, if I had the chance to restart that, I would definitely restart that. It could have made things a little bit different if I were to formally introduce, but yeah, I think that kind of wasn't the great start, to meet my girlfriend at the time and then her parents too. So that was kind of crazy.
Hunted you down,
Yeah.
I'm still shocked, dude, that she literally knocked everywhere.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something like she freaking tracked down something, dude. Like freaking.
Nah, dude, she was literally knocking and she was like, hey, do you know where Lorena lives? I'm trying to find my son. Yeah, no, she luckily found one person and she was like, yep, they live over there. They live down the street over there. So that was kind of crazy. I'm hopefully Owen's... Well, I don't know if you have, Owen, I haven't really asked, but hopefully your meetups have not been crazy like mine.
Yeah, no, my parents haven't actually met Wendy's parents, but I've met all of Wendy's family, and she's met all my immediate family. So it's all good, nothing crazy, I don't think.
Oh, nice. Does that make you nervous for them to meet?
I would say you also got to consider that you're much younger than Owen is at the time. Owen's already
Yeah,
graduate, working. He's an adult. You were a baby, dude.
I was a freaking high school student going through puberty.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry, Owen, go ahead.
Are you nervous for the meetup?
Oh, no, I think my parents are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very friendly. So I guess Wendy's mom doesn't really speak English, so I guess that'd be a big barrier.
Oh, she doesn't? She speaks Spanish? Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, she's friendly too, so it wouldn't be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Just actually talking would be an issue. They wouldn't be able to actually communicate or converse.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Hey, that's pretty tight. Well, hopefully, that when that meetup does come, hopefully it goes well. I'm pretty sure it will go well. I have no doubts on that. But
if I could add to that, what he said reminds me of, because you play Tekken. I don't know if you've done the story mode or not, dude. But for Tekken, I don't know if that's always been a thing for older Tekken versions, whatever. Every character, let's say if he's German, if he's Japanese, if he's French, if he's Hispanic, if he's Portuguese, they speak their own language and the other person responds with their own language, but they all understand each other. Imagine it's just so trippy. So let's say, for example, I'm like, "Hola Juan, ¿cómo estás?" And the guy like, "I am very good. How are you?" You're like, it's not like I understand it, but let me just let me just still talk in my own language, like completely. And like it's so weird. But that's like a second thing, but like it's so weird.
Yeah, freaking king talking jaguar,
Talking jaguar, and then this guy's Japanese, just like saying like a whole line. He just understood everything, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Insane.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thanks for sharing. I just kind of wanted to get a little retrospective if I was literally the crazy one, but I feel like everybody tends to have a little normal interaction for their significant others, for their parents to meet. So kudos to you guys. Going on with the topics though, my topic, I'll go first. I don't mind going first. My first topic is near-death experiences. Now, I want to know if you guys have had any near-death experiences, because I can think of one, maybe two. I have to really think. But I have
I'm gonna say something small. Does it involve a window?
Yes, you've heard this story before. I've shared this story, I think, with you. I don't know if I shared it with Owen, but yeah. Do you guys have any near-death experiences, like recently or from your childhood?
I want to say.
Oh, go ahead.
I can't think. Let me think about it. Owen, you have any?
Nah.
Are you sure, dude?
Okay.
Like you probably looked away and something could have happened.
Not to die in this one, but when I was a kid, right, it is very hot in Southern California sometimes. So I'd be like without my shirt. Sometimes I would just pop an ice cube in my mouth, right? So I was walking around the house, went to the garage to do laundry or something, and I freaking accidentally like swallow it, but like obviously it's too big to swallow. It's a freaking ice cube. So I was in the garage like, oh fuck, I'm about to choke right here. No one's gonna find me.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of like Patrick when he was choking on the snowball and he's over here like in front of Squidward like and he was like, I was trying to tell you I was choking, but the snowball melted and now I drank it, now I'm better. It's like, oh.
Yeah. So I low-key thought too, like maybe it can melt fast enough for me to swallow that shit. Just like Patrick, dude. But I managed to like cough it out. Like
Was it a square ice cube or like an oval one?
Do you know those ones that look kind of like a boat or like a?
Yeah. Those usually are made by like the ice dispenser, like in your fridge.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Yeah.
That thing slid right like down there, and then I just started choking. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that actually, swallowing ice like that happened to me as a kid too. I remember going to McDonald's, and it's like a very like blurry memory, but I remember going to McDonald's with my family, and we were in one of those booths, and I just like opened the cup, the little container of the cup, the lid, and I just started freaking like downing, the ice, and like one of them accidentally like went through, and I thought I was gonna die too, so I definitely got the panic, but that shit fucking melted, and I was able to swallow it. But damn, is that the only one?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I fight for my life every day in LA traffic, but
you fight for your life just waking up in the morning, dude.
Yeah.
Why LA traffic hasn't been good lately?
And people are crazy, man. They run reds, they speed, they freaking drive on the sidewalk. There's homeless people in the middle of the street. Man, there's everything.
There's all kinds of fucking dog gets in the way. Like there's a bunch of stuff that could just take you out one day.
No, fuck that. I haven't really been driving lately, so when I do, it's usually on a weekend, and it's pretty free. What about you, AZ?
Let's proceed with your or if you want, you share yours. I'll think of like one. I have a couple, but I'll think of a near-death experience.
Yeah, man. So this near-death experience for me was also, I was in my toddler age, probably like maybe
this was about to get spawn killed, dude.
Probably like 5 to 7,
no,
maybe.
That's a little...
Or I was younger. I don't really remember. I know I probably wasn't in school, but my dad had this work truck. It was a single cab or half cab, I would say, work truck. It was
Extended cab.
what?
Extended cab. I'm sorry, it's because I work with a lot of cars, but it's extended cab.
Is it extended cab? It's not half
Yeah.
cab. It's not a half cab. It's like half of a full cab.
Single cab is what you would have. Like when you had your white truck, extended cab would be like the half size of the back.
Oh, okay. Extended cab, and I think the truck was blue, so he used that for his gardening job, and I think this is one of those new trucks that had automatic window lifts and stuff. It wasn't the fucking wheel, the crank, you know. So I don't know what I was doing. I remember I was in the car, I was in the driver's seat, and I had this little toy car of a Jack in the Box man, and he was on a red convertible, and I was playing with it in the truck while my dad was doing, I don't know if he was doing yard work on my house, but he was doing something outside, and the window was down, so for some reason I decided to like poke my head out the window, and I guess my fingers accidentally pushed or moved the little switch to raise the freaking window up. So I didn't notice until I tried to go back inside because my chin like stopped. It got stuck, right? So I was literally head out and I was trying to pull in, but my chin was like in the way, and then of course the back of my head, dude. So that shit was like up to my neck. My neck. The window was on my neck, and then like the top of the door was on the back of my neck. So I was kind of panicking. My dad's like doing yard work. He's not close to me. And I was like, okay.
He had some earphones on, listening to Suave, man. They over fucking.
An hour.
So in my head, I was like, okay. I was like, think logically, Juan. Like, you know that the button's right here. And either if you flick the switch up or down, it's either gonna go up or down.
What if you would have just made it tighter, dude? Just
no. So, you know, I was debating about that for like maybe a couple of seconds, dude. And I just went for it. I decided to flick the switch up. Dude, that shit went like, it gave a jolt. So it was like, you know, it went up, and I was just more like, so it was more tighter.
My God. That actually happened. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, now I know. I reacted fast because it was just like a quick like up, like a few inches or half an inch or so. So I knew, I was like, okay, the up is not the right part. So I pushed down, and then the window came down. And I opened the door, I ran inside the house, and I was like in my room, like holding my neck. And the funny thing is, my dad, he came inside the house, and he was like, ¿Qué tienes? He says, like, what's wrong with you? And I'm over here like on my bed, just like holding my neck, like caressing my neck. And he's like, ¿te miré, pendejo? He was like, I saw you, dumbass. Like, you were on the window, like, you're messing around and shit, dude. And yeah, dude, I almost decapitated my head off.
He's watching you.
He was watching it. It's the pendejo. I'm gonna just watch it. I'm gonna see if he figures that shit out. Oh my God. That's a very like, it's not correct. That's a very like machista, like Hispanic dad way of dealing with shit. Like, let it happen to him, and then he'll learn from it.
Yeah. So since that, I've always been afraid of the little. As a kid, I was afraid of the little automatic switches for the windows. But never again, dude.
So I could say. So what you're saying is you didn't block your first 50-50.
What does that mean?
Like you didn't chose incorrectly, dude.
I know.
So let's say in fighting game terms, you like, for example, in Tekken, you could block high or low. You didn't choose correctly.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah, it's because I didn't know, because I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, I know the switch is here. Yeah, I know I'm on the right one. It was like, is it up or down? So I accidentally clicked up. That's and it fucking like shifted upward. I was like,
it was hereditary, man.
I think because of situations like that, newer vehicles, like I think from 2000 and up, or 2005 and up, already have like the safety feature that if you have your hand through or anything, it just like knocks it back down. Because that is something that did happen to It's sad to hear, but it has happened to like a lot of children. There are also a lot of children that like have lost their lives that way. So like I know we're laughing about it because you're here, you're okay, but like it is tragic because
I'm here.
that has taken like a lot of kids' lives.
Yeah, dude.
So for me, uh, we've always been like you always have we never owned our own like pool at home. Like our in ground pool. Uh, So we would always go like either to the beach, public pools, or if a friend had it, we would use their pool for the day. This weekend we went with my aunt and my uncles. I guess it would be my uncles because they're like my mom's cousin. We went with them to a pool, and at that time I think I was about maybe like 10, 11 years of age, give or take. And my cousin, he was a bit older. He was a proficient swimmer. So I was just right there I was in the shallow end, just doing the little Spider Man. When you like hold on to the top of the pool and
On
then
the
like kick
ledge.
your feet on it. You just kind of like holding onto it, walking across the whole thing.
Okay, Spider Man.
And in one of those instances, this is what I thought happened. Right, I thought that my uncle, he was playing around and he pulled on my leg to pull me to the deep end. That's at least what I thought happened. Right.
Uh-huh.
So he's dragging me and dragging me. I'm freaking out because at the moment I didn't know how to swim. And then once he starts freaking out, dude, like I literally like throw myself on him, dude. Like we ended up being in the deep end, and like I'm drowning. Just note, by the way, and this whole time that we're having this whole minute that we're having this drowning experience, neither his parents or my parents or anybody else in that whole area noticed that we were drowning. So that was fucking terrifying.
Bruh.
It turns out what happened is that when I was kicking away, because like I was just like in the pool, my big toe got stuck in his zipper, and I got pulled into the deep end of the water. Dude,
Wait,
but it was like, huh?
zipper like his pee zipper?
Yeah, because he didn't have gym shorts. He was wearing like some jeans. For some reason, he was swimming with jeans, dude. I don't know why the fuck he was swimming with jeans, like jean shorts. I don't know why he was swimming with jean shorts, but he was. And my big toe got stuck in his freaking zipper, like my foot toe, whatever. I guess it would be toe. Right?
Your thumb toe,
So-
your big toe, the captain of the
thumb toe.
toes, dude.
But yeah, dude, like that shit was a really bad experience because like I would turn to like my mom and dad. Like to be fair, I wasn't like yelling. I was just like freaking out internally because I couldn't vocalize how scared I was.
You were like,
But dude, like I like probably went all the way to the bottom of the water. My uncle, like he wasn't like as great at swimming, and it's harder to swim with someone else with you too.
Mhm.
But he was able to like push me off and like get me to the edge of the pool. But it was like, dude, it was so terrifying.
Wait, so what's your guys' fight or flight response? Did I say that right? Fight or flight?
Well, at that time, because I had no knowledge of how to swim, I freaked out. I just fucking paddled, just swinging my feet around, my hands, just freaking out, dude. Just trying to hold on to something to stay afloat.
Well, what about now? How was you?
But I could swim, dude. I'm a confident, proficient
No,
swimmer. You
no.
see me,
Your
dude.
flight or fight response, like what's how's that like now?
Well, now that I'm older, I think more rationally. Whether it's like driving or a dangerous situation, I tend to think of a good what is it, like a good answer on the spot.
Hmm.
So like let's say when you're driving, like for example in LA, it's crazy whether you're in the highway or something.
Mhm.
This is where like when car cuts you off or like those, they gotta like make a choice. Do I have the time to brake? Do I need to like pull left? Like is there a car to my left so I could like merge over? Like all those things you have to just consider right away. Otherwise you like
What
an
about you,
accident.
Owen? How's your flight or flight?
I think I'm actually more of a fight person now. Like I wouldn't. I'm rational too. Like I wouldn't just swing like crazy. But like
Mhm.
I notice like at horror nights and stuff, or like when random stuff like surprises me, my hands will go up. Like I'm ready to swing. I'm not like trying to run away, but like I'm ready.
Yeah.
Oh, I get you.
Wait, have you guys ever been in a fight? Like fight?
Nah, I've never been like a fist fight. Nah, I've
For
like held people
me,
back in fights or like pushed people away, but like not.
for me, it was mostly middle school. It was a lot of little fighting. It was either amongst friends or it's not good. It was just like a bunch of little stupid fucking
Like-
middle school fucking fights, whether it's like, oh, like the Mexicans versus the Morenos. For some reason, it wasn't even. We're all friends, dude. It was just like a reason to just fucking beat each other up. Dude.
It wasn't like body, like that fucking
Body, face, everything.
No.
I remember. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. But like, have you guys ever done that? Have
Like,
you guys
let's
ever
go
heard
body. Let's go
go
body,
body?
and then
Yeah,
you guys just
yeah.
like punch each other in the chest, like rush each other, dude.
Yeah.
Like some Dragon Ball character, just fucking hold on.
Have you guys?
Yeah, I get you.
Did you?
I
ever do
remember,
that,
dude.
Owen?
No.
No, that wasn't
Well,
a thing at your high school or your middle school.
No. I want to say there's a lot of games that now that we're talking about, there's a lot of games that we had in middle school. Like we used to play handball
Mm.
with a bunch of people, like everybody in the PE yard or like a bunch of like guys in the PE yard. And we'll make the rule that if the ball didn't reach the wall,
You'd get rushed.
you'll get rushed by everybody, dude. And you better hope that you have friends there so they could fucking defend you. Because there was a bunch of people that if you just got in to play, dude, someone will go out of his way to like block the ball, touch the wall, and then everybody will beat your ass, dude.
No.
There was a couple instances. There was a monito named Brian, dude. They rushed him like he was in the ground, dude. Like they rushed him and like at some point we were like, hey, look, get off, like let him get up, like he already got his ass beat, let him get up there.
That's
He touched the wall and he left, dude. He never played with us again. But I'm saying like that's something. Like we were kids, we were middle school kids, so like there's only so much strength we have. So like all those 2000s don't have the same effect as like a full-blown adult would now. So those are games that I wouldn't play now. I'd be terrified too. I don't want to get fucking punched with everything you have by a full-blown adult my age. That shit will fucking hurt. Realistically, like I'd be more afraid to fight. Like I haven't had to, but I'd be more afraid to or more concerned with fighting someone my age because like they have fucking. They're gonna have adult strength. Like you're like, for example, you Juan, like maybe you don't have any fighting experience, but you're gonna have some mass, some weight behind your fucking punches versus like a freaking 11, 12-year-old kid.
Apparently,
You know, those shit are gonna hurt, dude.
Apparently, I'm told that I'm very heavy-handed. So I can't test that out myself. It's just what other people has been telling me that I'm heavy-handed. But no, yeah, middle school. No, yeah, I've never been in a fight. So I think my flight response is not. I think I'm more of a flight. I'll probably run away, dude. So even if my wife is in danger or if any other person that's in danger, I'll probably just like dip or not do anything. And I can probably back that up because of that one incident, Hazy, where when we were working that one night, me and Owen were talking about it probably a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. I don't know what we were doing. We were working at the boba shop, and I don't know if it was Beyonce on the fucking on the sound system, dude, all fucking loud. But you slipped, you slipped, and you had a blender with a smoothie on it.
I remember, dude. That day, it was like the worst fall of my life, but I think that's just straightening out my posture. Dude. It was like really, really powerful. I was like dancing.
You
like,
were dancing, right?
Listen, like dancing, dude. Listening to fucking like while I was making drinks, listening to fucking whatever was on the radio. You know how it was like always like fucking The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, all kinds of like current like pop songs or hip hop songs. I was dancing, dude, and then I don't know how I stepped with my sleek ass Vans, dude, but I like slipped, like banana peel slipped and fell flat on my back, dude. I don't think I let go of the blenders, dude. Like,
yeah,
that shit fucking hurt, dude.
The thing is, I didn't respond. I just laughed at him, and other people saw, the customers saw him hit eat shit. He was aiming towards the ice machine. And I just so happened to be there. And I just laughed at him, and I think like once he got up, I was like, "You okay, bro?" But I didn't mean that, bro. It was very funny. I would have helped you up, but I didn't. But I'm sorry.
No, we've all had our fair share of fails there.
Back to topic, Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one, but I kind of want to switch it up and kind of continue what we're talking about. Like, do you guys have any big moments or big like public fails that you want to share?
Oh,
it could, or even just on the vein of the boba shop stories. Like,
okay, anything that happened in the boba shop, they'll just like.
I feel like you're trying to set me up for something, bro. I have a feeling.
No, whatever you want to talk about. I'm not gonna bring nothing up.
Either you're gonna set me up, or this man over here is gonna set me up.
Oh. No, I can't think of anything.
Only
Maybe
because-
like I need some time to think about something. So
Yeah.
maybe I'll get back to like in the end of the
Okay.
podcast. I'll think of something by then.
Public
circle
fails
back
or
around it.
anything in the boba shop.
Do you
Public.
have something right now, or I can just.
Let me
Go real
see. Public fails. Like humiliating as far as like people seeing.
Yeah, people say
Mm.
oh, it doesn't have to be like.
Oh, I think for me, dude. Okay, I got one. That show was terrible. It's
I
because
kind of want to hear Owens though, because he's usually a very well sophisticated man. So I'm kind of interested on the tea. Please share, Owen.
Oh no, it's a small little one. It's at the boba shop too. I wanted to keep it with that subject, but
Please proceed.
yeah. So one time I was like on the register, and there's like
Oh,
girl, my
okay.
little
Go ahead.
sister.
Sorry. Go ahead. You register. Sorry.
Yeah. I took their orders and stuff, and we're kind of like talking, and I thought I was being kind of slick and like, putting on some moves or something. But I went to make the drinks, and that Jesus slipped. I was like making a smoothie. So when we make our smoothie, you gotta like have the wand that goes in the smoothie maker and like press down super hard.
Mhm.
But the ground like just gave underneath me, or like I just slipped or something. So I started like running in place and like trying to catch myself. And this girl and her sister was watching me and just dying. And I was like, "Fuck!"
Wow.
Like an idiot.
You had to like grow a mustache after that, dude, and wear a hat. Like, dude, I'm somebody else. That guy quit like 2 days ago.
Yeah, I was like, "You didn't see nothing."
What the
Okay.
heck? Who are you working with?
I forget who I was working with, but I just made the drinks real quick, and then I took the orders and then made the drinks like
So you
one
were-
after the other.
So you were running like Frozone, freaking.
I was sliding like I was on ice or something, man.
Wait,
That
did
was
you
embarrassing.
did you spill the drink?
No, well, it was in the smoothie maker, so like it was fine. I like caught myself, but I was just running in place for like 5 seconds. Like my feet were going like a cartoon.
With a little what's that little sound? The little. I'll put that sound effect in there.
Okay, maybe I don't think I have anything that I could think of from the boba place that happened to me. Maybe there is something, but I can't think of it right now. But I do have like a very embarrassing moment. I think I've told you guys about it, or I've at least told Juan about it. I was at home. I was, my regular scheduled afternoon bowel movement.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah,
there's some instances where, like, you're on your phone, 5 minutes turns to 10, 10 turns to 20. The point being, I was in the toilet for way too long in a squatted position. I clean up and everything, but there's like, hey, like knocking on the door, hey, apúrate, like I need you to help with this. All right, cool, dude. I pick up my pants. I walk to the door. I'm able to make it to the door, dude. Like my legs feel numb. Like I hadn't realized until I got to the door that my legs were numb, dude. Like they were asleep, dude. They were like
Did you have the little?
they were like REM sleeping, dude. They were out, dude.
Did you have the little
I
red
mean-
circles on your thighs from your elbows?
I make it to the door, and as soon as I open the door, my legs give out, dude. And I just fold like a fucking chair, dude.
Oh yeah.
I fold into a chair, just fall back on like my knees bend, and I fall like back, like flat. And then my dad's like, "¿Qué traes, pendejo?" I'm like, "Dad, like my legs gave out." He was just like, "Get your stupid ass up!" And I'm over here fucking like trying to like my legs were super move them, dude. I had to like punch them and shit, like get him back.
but do you remember that couple that would sometimes show up in the middle of the day, like noon in the middle of the? Or they weren't a couple. They look like work something.
Mm.
It was like a black guy and an Asian lady.
Mhm.
They would like they would go in the bathroom and do like their little love affair.
Oh, they would have the little.
They're
schmixy-
probably like in two different relationships, dude. They were just
Yeah.
this is what they were. That's what they were. They eloped, dude.
Yeah, in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week at Honey Boba, no AC, just freaking
Fucking
going
hot.
crazy up in the bathroom. But one time, I was working in the middle of the day. Remember our bathrooms, like the locks are fucked up.
yeah.
But like, yeah, so they were there. in the back having their bobas or like talking about work or whatever, and they did, and then all of a sudden you just hear knocking, like crazy knocking, and I was
What?
like, oh fuck, like they're both in there, like they're both in the men's locker room. Yeah, so I had to go open it, and I was like, yeah, it doesn't lock. We had a sign on it, and they're just like putting their clothes on still. I was like, fuck. Like, this kinda-
They were they were
so
steaming up.
They were trying to get out, right? Because the door wasn't working.
yeah, like locked. If you went in, like you were stuck in there.
That's great. I remember you guys telling me that. But yeah, a little context. I'm about to say chat. A little context, viewer. Me, Hazy, and Owen used to work together at a boba shop for a couple of years. Hazy quit like after 2 months, but we
I was there for at least a year.
a year for real.
Yeah.
I swear it was like maybe like 4 or 5 months, dude. When you dip.
I guess it was a while.
Anyways, yeah, we all worked together at a boba shop here in our hometown of California.
I could have saved it, dude. If they would have kept everything the same, I could have saved their shop.
Could have, dude. But you left after the year.
Because I'd already done what I could, dude. Peter and Nancy had already freaking...
Oh, way to disclose their names.
They had already sent... Oh. We'll block that out. We'll block that out. You'll delete that part.
Cut.
But yeah, they had already freaking... Yeah, you would have to bleep that out, though. Sorry. But
Yeah.
they had already sank that ship, dude. So I couldn't help them anyway.
Feels bad.
Anyways, we gotta move up.
Let's see.
next
For
topic.
me, well, I still haven't been humiliated. Damn. Well, I guess I'll set myself up, right? I guess it's another honey boba related thing. I'll share. I'll mature about it. It's that one time where these two boys just out of nowhere decided to freaking jump over a table.
Oh, you have no athleticism, dude. That shit was easy, dude.
Oh, shit. And no. I blame what I was wearing. Hazy had shorts. I think you had shorts. I don't remember. Owen, I don't know what you had, but clearly they.
Hop
Owen had some type of jeans, dude.
Yeah. I just
Owen always wears some type of jeans.
Was it jeans?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen Owen in shorts, dude.
But I had freaking jogger pants, like soccer tight Adidas pants or something like that. Yeah, no, everybody wanted to jump over the table. You know, I gave my couple feet back. I fucking I ran and
We'll release the VOD after this, by the way. I'll get the footage too. We'll release
the footage has been deleted since then. That footage no longer exists.
No, it exists.
Copies of it.
We made 1 million copies of it, dude.
So I charged towards the table, and the thing is, my experience as far as for running and jumping is like track hurdle. So the way that you jump is a little weird, right? It's a little more 1 foot first, and then the other foot comes.
Wait. So you had experience vaulting and you still couldn't clear that table?
I'm telling you, the pants
That's
that I had.
crazy.
That's what I was explaining. The pants that I had, and I guess maybe the distance, but the table. I cleared that table okay. It's just that when my leg was coming, my second leg that was coming, like after me once I jumped, just so happened to touch the tip of the table, and that made me like lose my balance, and so I tumbled on the floor, and apparently there's footage of the actual incident, and yeah, people bring it up every year.
It still exists.
People bring it up on the same day every year. They always have to remind me.
On Christmas. Gotta remember.
But yeah, that was probably a very humiliating thing that had happened to me while at the freaking boba shop, dude. If I can go back, if those tables are still there, I can probably clear it now with shorts.
I don't know, man.
Do they have those tables there, Owen? I don't know.
And
if
they go
Yeah.
to the new establishment and just to clear that table.
did. I think they redid like the seats because the seats were all fucked up, but I think the tables are the same.
So theoretically, it could be done.
Wait, Wait, I don't know if I asked you. Owen, the way that you cleared the table, did you just stand next to the table and just freaking Mario jump boing over it?
Yeah, I took like I think I took like a 2-step jump, but yeah, I cleared that like without running.
Jeez.
I think I took a running start, but I cleared it like easy. I could have probably cleared like 3 tables, dude. But
Is there footage of both of you guys?
yeah, we did it
I don't know what
successfully.
happened. We just kept yours.
Yeah, we just kept. It's because Kay. She just knew that you were gonna fail, dude, and she recorded. Dude. She believed in us. She did not doubt our athleticism. She doubted yours.
Nah, dude, I'm more than happy to go back to the establishment and get the freaking table.
I don't think you could do it. I don't think you could do it.
If I have shorts on, yes.
I don't think you could do it butt naked.
Yes.
Like, I don't think you can do it butt naked with like 2 weeks of practice, dude. I don't think.
No, just give me the same distance of how far I ran from the table to the wall, and I'll be able to clear it. Because the way that I jumped was just from previous expertise or previous like practice from track, but now I think I can clear
I
it.
think the way I jumped it was like knees to chest. Like I fucking full blown like cannonballed over it, dude.
I don't know how the fuck you jumped that.
Dude, I was usually like, yeah, dude. Like that table could have been higher, dude, and that shit would have been free.
That table was probably about 3 feet. 3 feet high?
Yeah, it was it would be like
I don't know. It's pretty tall.
3.5?
Maybe like 3. Maybe I'll put it like at 4 feet. I'll put like a 3 to 4 feet. Right? We'll say 3.5 feet.
Okay.
Clear the fuck out of that shit.
All right. Well, that was a good topic. Thanks, Owen. Jeez, essentially you ended up setting me up for me talking about it, dude. I think that was your whole plan the whole time.
All right.
All right, Hazy, what's your topic?
Wait, and go. I'm still considering my 2 topics that I want to talk about.
Oh, did you want me to say? I did say the one where I was making a smoothie in front of that girl, but
Yeah. Do you have another one?
Gasp. No, I don't. I think as a kid, I mean, I was like a little scaredy cat. Michael Jackson, scared of ice cubes. But like in preschool, I remember, I was like waiting. It was like close to the end of the day, and I thought my dad walked in to like sign me out and take me home. So I like ran all the way across the preschool. Everyone was like watching me because I'm like, "Oh, daddy, I'm so happy you're here." And I like hugged the person from behind, like grabbed their leg, but it was like some other random dude, like some other person's dad. Bro, I still remember. I could still like feel the embarrassment that I had from that.
No.
I just like sunk and like I didn't even remember crying. I was just like,
you're not my dad.
Yeah. I was just like staring. I like sunk down and started staring like at the cabinet or something. But I didn't even cry. I was just so embarrassed. I was like beyond crying.
Damn, I think it would have been funny knowing preschool Owen. If we all knew each other in preschool, I think that'd be funny. Do you know anybody still from preschool?
Nah, no one.
Dang. Well,
Long time.
To tie along with that, I just actually remembered another thing I'll say very quickly. Around the same age, like preschool age, my mom would drop me off at my aunt's home when my mom had to go to work. So at this time, I didn't really know that you can use the restroom, 2 types of the restroom, number 1 and number 2 at the same time. I didn't know that at this stage.
Wait, what?
I didn't know you could do
What
number
do you
2
mean?
and number 1 at the same time. Okay.
So you would like pee, and you would just hold it until you're done peeing, and then
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So I'm at my aunt's, right, and my cousin's there, and we're eating. It's a snack. She gave us a little snack. It's like it's a cookie bar with it's like a biscuit, and there's like jelly in the middle.
That shit was like, you're about to poop today.
No. It was like a Mexican biscuit cracker thing. It had like jelly in the middle, like a line of jelly, and then 2 little cakes on the side, so it was like a bar. So I ate that. I think it was strawberry flavored, and I had to use the restroom. I had to go take a dump. So, or pee. I had to do one of the two. So I go to the restroom. I pull my pants down. Freaking, my booty's out. Freaking Tootsie Rolls out too, and I start to pee, but I had the sensation of wanting to do number 2. So I stopped as much as I could, and I sat down the toilet. So I pooed, and then I had when I pushed, I had to pee. So I stood up and I peed. So
you stand up, you're already there.
So I stood up to pee, and then once I released my pee, I had to poop. So I sat back down, and I was trying to take a dump. And
you kept chopping the log, dude.
So I kept switching back and forth, maybe like 3 to 4 times. At this point, the bathroom's a mess. There's like a blop of poo on the floor. I think I might have stepped on. No, but it gets worse. So I think I might have stepped on it with my white sock with a blue color on the heel.
Wait, how old did you say you were?
That was probably like preschool age. So I was like maybe.
Oh yeah, you were way too old for that, dude.
3, 4 maybe, right?
That's crazy.
So I'm done with my conundrum, and I can picture myself like jumping back and forth, standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'm done. And I look at the mess, and I'm like, fuck it. So I think I stepped on the drop that I had plopped on the floor. Ew. And I go back to the kitchen to eat my little Mexican biscuit cookie thing.
Oh my god!
And my aunt's
she's like,
oh shit. She's like, what did she say? She's like, I don't know. She said something along the lines like, "What the fuck is that smell, dude?" And me, I'm kneeled on the chair, and she looks at my sock, and so she's like, "Juan Carlos, like, what is that?" Like, and then I look, and I'm kind of dumb, and I'm like, I don't know. And so she grabs me by the arm, and she takes me to the bathroom, and then there's a mess there, so she throws me in the shower, and she's cleaning the mess that I did in the bathroom. And yeah, that was the first day that I found out that you actually can do number 2 and number 1 at the same time.
You never forgot.
And I never forgot, dude.
Okay, if not, then I'll bring up the topic of dreams. I think that's where we left off on the previous podcast. I figured I'd bring it up. So growing up, I've had some very, very lucid dreams. Whether it's like, being in a familiar household, or me being I've had dreams where like I've had quite a few like dreams where like I fly very vividly, or dreams where you're like I live through like my whole life experiences, like birth, middle age, married, death, like everything. But I've had this particular dream that I've shared with these guys, and back to like the horror topic and the dream topic, that I've shared with you guys. I've shared with Owen and Juan. You guys have heard it, but I will share with the podcast if you guys are ready for it. Get your popcorn, get your comfort blanket, because it's gonna get pretty scary. Okay. So when I used to live at my mom's over there in LA, I had my room. It was just, I don't know, something off about the room. Whenever I was sleeping in that room, I had nightmares, like very vivid, like night terrors. There's one that I could describe where like I'm pretty sure it was just sleep paralysis, but it was like very terrifying. I'll start with this one. I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was gonna get up like out of the bed. I'm like, oh shit, I woke up. I was getting up from the bed, like just like picking up my upper body, still laying down like flat on my back. And I just feel myself just fall back, just like if you were just like pulled or pushed down, just boom. Like I just slam on the bed. I'm like, oh shit, what the hell? Mm-hmm. I didn't think anything of it. So then like I try to like pull out my arms, to like push myself up. Like maybe I'm just tired. Let me like push myself up. As soon as I like get my arms out to try to push myself up, I feel myself constricted. Like I just feel like tightening around my arms, but just like if you're being held from behind or whatever, like that's how I felt, just like a tight squeeze. Mm-hmm. At that point, I'm a little terrified, so I start, kind of just shaking. So I guess not yelling, just mute, just experiencing it. I start shaking myself, trying to like loosen myself. And as I do that, my body starts getting turned towards the window, like very slowly. Like I'm talking about like. So let's say if I'm laying on my back, I start feeling myself turning towards the window. So let's say like what would that be? 90 degrees, right? 90 degrees to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting on my side, dude. I just feel it like very, very tight. And I try to look behind me. I don't see anything. But all I feel behind me is fucking like a very, 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 very. Wait, were you able to hear the breathing on the mic? I did it for dramatic effect, but you can't hear it. That did nothing. Oh my god!
You might
But
have to do it
the
louder.
point. That's it. I can't do it. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up, unfortunately. But I felt like cold, and I heard like very like deep breathing like behind me, dude.
Uh-huh.
Then suddenly it just let me go, and I was able to get out of my bed. I freaked the fuck out.
Damn.
Like I said, that freaking room for whatever reason always gave me some type of night terrors. There was one in particular that I'll tell the story, or I'll tell a series that I saw afterwards, and I'll go back to or how is it that I usually tell you guys? I tell you guys the dream, and then I tell you guys the series that I watched after, right? Think that I've usually told the story. I tell you guys about the
dream and then the.
Okay, I'll do the dream first. Okay, so the other dream that I had. I was in my backyard. It was just like no more backyard, just a regular day. I'm walking in my backyard, and then I just feel, like when a bird's flapping, just feel like fucking the wingspan and like flapping to land, and you feel like the gust that it creates. Eden, sure, the gust that it's creating, and I just feel it land behind me. Just feel like the large wingspan, maybe like 10 feet across from each side, or like a really long wingspan lands behind me, right? And then. Right before I could react, I get held. Like I get held, and I feel like the back press behind me, and then it's just holding on to me. And then right behind me, like on my ear, I hear like, "I'm gonna show you what hell is like." Oh, just for some context, the night before I fell asleep that day, I had a really bad argument with my mom, and I said something I shouldn't have. I don't remember what it was. Like I was angry and I said something I shouldn't have, and. Maybe my guilt gave me that dream, whatever it might be, right? So hold up. Okay, so I feel like this winged creature. I'm gonna say it was like an angel, right? It came behind me, held onto me, and I could feel its bosom. For some reason, it felt like breast, like were pressed on my back.
Chi-Chi's.
And it was holding on to me. Yeah, it was like an angel with breast, right? So it was holding on to me, and it told me like, I'm gonna show you what hell is like. That's all it told me, like, and it's insane because I wasn't afraid. It's a very unsettling feeling because like when you have night terrors, when you're in the dark, you have like this unsettling feeling, right? Just like you're bracing for something. But for whatever reason, I was very calm. I wasn't afraid. It was just like you knew what it was telling you was serious, but you weren't scared. It was just like shit, like this is happening. It was just like I'm gonna show you what hell is. But it was like, oh shit, I'm freaking out. I'm trying to struggle. Just all I asked it was like. Just please don't show me the worst parts of it. Like, I don't think I'd be able to take it. After that, right after I requested that, he hold on to me, and I just sink into the ground. Just like if the ground were just like gas, like if it were a cloud. Like it just fell to the ground, like if it was just like, yeah, like it was like not solid anymore. Fall all the way to the ground, deep. Then I just like immediately just like propel maybe like a couple 100 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just flying, showing me like what was my neighborhood at the time, and it's just like the whole world as it is, but just like burning, people dying, like creatures that you can't imagine, like huge entities, like just like the whole world in like ruin, right? In any way, shape, or form that you could think of. The smells, everything was just like awful. It takes me for a flight across everything. Then I wake up. Okay, that dream, like I said, scared the fuck out of me. I remember, I think I told Juan about it the next day, and he was like, "Holy shit!" Oh, I have that instance I'll tell you about in the retirement home. I'll go back to that and I'll tell you about it too. Juan knows about it. I called him. I'll go back to that. All right.
We
back
can discuss that part on the next
one. We
one.
could discuss that another one. Okay.
Another one. Yeah.
So going back to the story, I was terrified about it. Sure, like I said, it might because and everything. I had no, like I said, before this, I'm not a very religious person. I never bothered to do any research on it. Like my parents were religious, but I never did a lot of research in it. A couple after I had that dream, me and my brother started watching this animated series called Man Crybaby on Netflix. That series has to deal with like a lot of like religious stuff. It has to do with like with Lucifer himself and fucking just a lot of
Jeez.
like just a lot of like biblical like creatures and a lot of entities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in that specific series, Lucifer, the devil, whatever you want to call him, he's what? How would I say? He's drawn out or he's symbolized as like a beautiful man with both sets of genitals. So it's a man that has breasts and he has like he's just a beautiful being, but he's like has breasts. So I put myself to think like, oh, that's crazy. Like that's kind of like what I dreamt. So then I decided to look up my research like, oh, which angel, like what sex are angels like typically like under? As of in terms of biblical like accuracy, every angel is a male. Every single one of them, except one. Except one particular angel.
Someone's gonna have to fact check that.
Except one particular angel is personified as being like the only one that personifies itself as male and female, like as both sets of genitals. So I would thought it was insane that this series I had never watched it. It describes it accurately. It's obviously it's anime, it's an adaptation, whatever it might be. Like it's like a artistic in that way, but it's based off of like biblical like I guess you could say facts or whatever like the story before it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, wow, it's insane that with me no knowledge of something like that, that's exactly how I would describe that the being that showed up in my dreams that day.
Have you?
Like I said, because you could say if I watched the series before it and then I had the dream, it's like, oh well, like that's why you had it. But it was like that was the only being in terms of how they're describing angels that is described that way.
Mm-hmm. What is your partner? Have you explained?
I told her the story about it. I think I told everybody that I know that specific story. It's like they're like, "What the fuck? That's crazy."
She said the same thing.
Yeah, she was just like, "Yeah, like it's just like creepy." Like, oh my god, like. But I want to say like, hey, there's some truth to it, at least for me, because like before that, like I said, like I had a very bad argument with my mom, and it was just like a form of just like, I guess like checking me or like, dude, like you're fucking up. What do you think about it, Owen?
It's a reality check.
Because it feels like you really did, get visited.
Right, and that's what I feel like. The thing that confirmed it, because I was afraid about it, but obviously, like you go by your day, you go by your week. But after watching that series, it was just like, as soon as I made that realization, I got like this chill, dude. Fear that I should have experienced when I had the dream just came all together at once, dude. I was just fucking terrified. I was like, fuck, like that's like out of all the things that could have visited me that night. Yeah. That's who came to see me. Like, fuck, dude.
Do you consider yourself a weenie?
A weenie? You're annoying. No, fool, but I'm saying that was a situation that was a situation that I don't think no one would ever want to experience. Like, holy shit.
No,
I just feel it was a dream or whatever.
I just feel like you get scared easily.
I do get scared easily. I'm not gonna say I'm not. There's a lot of things that terrify me. Like in terms of, I think I'm scared of like a lot of like supernatural shit because I've never experienced it inside of dreams. But it's like I wouldn't want to experience it, and like me going to that was just like fuck. Like
I'd say the same for me too. I'm probably a little chicken when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe one day, if this ever pops off, we'll do a IRL podcast at a haunted house, dude.
No, dude. You could FaceTime me and I'll be like there in spirit, dude, but I'm not gonna be there.
Your ticket's gonna be bought. We're gonna fly to the freaking Annabelle house and we're gonna have a podcast.
Oh, I was gonna say like don't say Japan, dude, because there's a lot of like actual like confirmed like hauntings and curses there. I don't think it's just like freaking bellow. Like it has some truth to it.
Yep. Thanks for sharing. I don't think I've ever had any intense dreams like that. And like nightmares, but not super intense. That can potentially
the thing about that dream, dude, is like to this day, like how you have a lot of dreams, like you experience them, like a couple, like right when you wake up, you have it there. A couple minutes pass, it's gone. It's like this is one of those dreams that's like so vivid. Like I experienced it yesterday, dude. Like
Mm,
it's insane.
it's a life event.
Yep.
Yeah.
Change your character.
No, yeah, I don't think I've ever had a dream that intense that it just impacts me that greatly. Have you?
I
Owen?
would say though, I'm not gonna say I became like a fucking saint right after that, but it did fucking like dial me back a bit. Like okay,
Mm-hmm.
relax, dude.
What about you, Owen? Have you ever had a dream like that?
Nah, I've never experienced any intense dreams. I'm a very boring dreamer. I dream of like everyday things.
You dream that you're doing your taxes. You dream that you're driving to work.
Like I'd be in class or like not.
I've had dreams that I'm in class. It's funny because whenever I do have dreams that I'm in school, dude, I'm more
Naked?
social. I'm no, not naked, but I'm more of like a flirt. Like every chick in there, I'm like, yeah, get over here, bitch. Get in here, get in there, dude.
Get in there, dude.
No, but I mean, like in any dream I have, it's always like I'm like the fucking the main character, dude. I guess
Yep.
the one that they're swooning over for some reason.
That's funny.
It's a dream, dude. Let me dream, but yeah.
But yeah, viewers, if you guys would like to share, we're gonna have to like at one point we'll probably get some type of Patreon or something for. Maybe we can work up a Discord or something, but we would like to hear from you guys. So far, the channel's doing okay, pretty good. Not okay, sorry, excuse me, pretty good. But we need y'all to share. And yeah, I think we're closing in on the podcast for this evening. A lot of great stuff that we talked about. I don't know, what do you guys think? We did it. We can close it out.
Oh no, let me just close that. Why said he betrayal, dude. This fella right here. It'd just be a quick little disclaimer. This fella right here, we're playing Mario Party 7
I
on
didn't
Parsec.
do it on purpose.
And this dude went out of his way. We were playing like a Bowser mini game, and the consequence for losing was you lose a star. This dude went out of his way to jump on
No.
top of me and make me lose.
I did.
Okay.
The stage was a platform stage,
Oh.
and it was craters the size of circles. So there was 2 rows of craters. The row that I was on the left side. Hazy was on the right side. For me to go
I
to
was
the
minding
next...
my own business, not sad around you in any way. And what did you do? Tell them what you did.
Okay, this is how I'm justifying. The crater in front of me was too far for me to jump, so I would have fallen on the lava. So the next option for me was to jump to the crater to the right, which is going towards Hazy's row. For some reason, this bright boy was on the edge of that crater. I just so happened to bounce on top of his head and stun him. And I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got shot or if he fell. What even happened? I didn't even see. How'd you die?
I think what happened is like I tried to jump like right when my recovery frames were on where I could jump in time, but I jumped too early. So I hit the edge of the platform and I slipped off. But that wouldn't have happened if you didn't sabotage me. And that cost me the game, dude. That cost me the game.
That cost him the star.
That cost me the star.
Oh yeah, I think you would have won, right? You would have.
I would have won, yes. No, I don't think I would have won. I think you would have still had like a 1-star lead, but
yeah.
still, dude.
No, it wasn't on purpose. It was an accident. Again, he just happened to be in that spot, on the wrong place at the wrong time. I will put it that way.
You put yourself there. So okay.
But you know what, chat? You guys are in the right place at the right time if you're listening to this Sunshine podcast, Sunshine After Dark. We're going to go ahead and close out this evening today. Again, this has been your boy, Sunshine. Got my 2 brothers here, Owen and Jesus as hosts. Please, if you enjoy the content, subscribe and leave any comments of any suggestions or any topics that you want us to discuss. We will definitely take those into consideration. We will see you guys next Monday. What time did I say? 4 p.m. Pacific Central Time? No. 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Excuse me. But yeah, any final words, gentlemen, that you'd
I just wanted to say we're if you have any time, like, you watch the video, like it, share it if you can. It does help a lot. It does, because other people get to see it. They get to hear these stories that we reveal only here. There are going to be some stories later on that I'm going to just dive in and, share a lot of stuff with you guys. So please share, comment. I think that would be appreciated. Comment anything you like about it, or anything you'd like us to maybe up. If you know us, or if you want, we're open to suggestions, please.
Yes.
Awesome. Alrighty then, everybody. Well, enjoy the rest of your week, and catch you guys next Monday. And again, this has been Sunshine After Dark, where we bring the heat
when the sun goes down.
when the sun goes down. Let's go.
I love it, dude. I love it. That shit's so beautiful.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone,
Bye.